Maybe you have seen the commercials on real estate investing that show that being a landlord means you will be living on Easy Street and sipping drinks by the pool. It's true that owning rental properties can be a big step towards achieving financial independence. See our short clip on why real estate outperforms other investments in the comments below. However, being a landlord has its ups and downs. Despite it being very profitable, it can also be expensive, and it does have some risk. Usually, when someone is talking about risk in relation to an investment, they are talking about financial risk. This is what I will address first, but there are also other risks to consider that we will be discussing in this video. So stay with us to the end so you know what to expect when owning a rental property. Here are 4 expenses you should prepare for as a landlord. Number 1, maintenance. There will always be minor maintenance issues that come up with any home, but you need to be prepared for the big ones, or an accumulation of the small ones that sometimes happen all at once. For example, the furnace or AC, roof, carpet, paint, updates, insurance deductible, a settling foundation, replacing appliances, and more. These are all expenses you need to be prepared for. Number 2, vacancy time. A house that is sitting empty costs you money, especially when you're accounting on the rent to help pay the mortgage. At Kasteel Property Management, we are dedicated to reducing vacancy time through intensive advertising, immediate showings, and quick action on applications. In fact, more times than not, we get a place filled before the current tenants even move out. But even a great property manager can't control all of the variables. Sometimes there is a shift in the market. Maybe new units are being built nearby. People tend not to move during seasonal holidays, and sometimes there are other unknown factors that cause the demand for a particular home to go down. As a landlord, you need to be financially prepared for potential periods of no rent. Number 3, another expense that many don't consider is legal counsel. When renting your house to tenants, there is always the potential that you could be held liable when things are not handled properly. You will want a legal professional to either write or go over your lease agreement to reduce your risk. However, there is still the possibility someone may try to take you to court, and even a situation where you may need to take a tenant to court. Such a situation will take time and money to resolve. Then, depending on the outcome, it could cost you even more money. At Kasteel Property Management, we have a lease agreement written and updated by an attorney that specializes in landlord-tenant law. We also have a built-in attorney retainer program that already covers the potential cost of an eviction and legal advice needed for landlord-tenant issues. Number 4, delinquent rent. There are a lot of factors that can affect your ability to collect the rent, such as a tenant losing their job, or they had extra unexpected expenses one month. And as crazy as it sounds, there could even be a worldwide pandemic that could affect people's ability to work and pay rent. If you've been paying attention, you will understand how important it is that a landlord have a financial reserve to be able to handle any issues that may arise. So how much money should a landlord have in reserve? Ask yourself, how much do you spend on maintenance for the home you live in now? Then realize that 2 homes will be double the expenses and challenges. Owning 3 homes will be triple the amount of expenses. If you own rentals that are older buildings, it will likely involve even more repairs and expenses than the average. As a general rule of thumb, I recommend 3 months of rent as a reserve for each rental property you own. That will give you peace of mind knowing that you can weather the storm of most unplanned expenses that might come up. You also need to save in advance for a new roof and also new carpet and paint every 8 to 15 years. Also consider the fact that there are many issues you, as the owner living in your own home, choose to live with and not get fixed because of the cost and time involved to fix it. As a landlord, that's not really an option. Tenants will expect that things are fixed. Otherwise, they might decide to leave, and unresolved maintenance issues will make it harder to find new tenants. It's important to consider that a tenant has entered into a contract with you based on a home that has certain features and functions, and they expect that it will continue in that manner. At Kasteel Property Management, tenants can report maintenance issues in their online portal, and a service professional will usually contact them that same day to set an appointment. This swift action results in happy tenants who want to stay. It ensures things are fixed properly, and it prevents further and more expensive damage down the road. When our maintenance professionals arrive, they are careful to evaluate the source of the issue. If the problem is due to neglect or damage caused by the tenant, then we ensure that the bill is charged to them and is taken out of their security deposit as necessary. When it is determined that the issue is related to normal wear and tear, then it is the owner's responsibility to get it fixed or replaced, and the tenant has a right to expect that it will be taken care of within a reasonable amount of time. Just as you expect the tenant to keep up their part of the deal by paying rent, they can expect that you will keep up your end of the deal by continuing to provide the major features and functions that drew them to the home. What are the non-financial risks of being a landlord? Number 1, emotional strain and stress. Even with a great property management company like Kasteel Property Management, some people still have a tendency to worry. For example, I had a client that decided to sell her rental and quit the landlord business because thinking about it kept her up at night, even though everything had been going great with her property. Everyone has their own comfort level with risk, and real estate investing is not for everyone. Number 2, time. How much time you need to invest in your rental can be different for each person and for each property. Your time is valuable, and your stress level has its limits. If you choose to take on the role of manager, marketer, plumber, electrician, handyman, attorney, and inspector, all that extra time it takes will limit you to having 1 or 2 rentals and little time for yourself and your family. I recommend using a competent and trusted property management company like Kasteel, so you don't have to be involved with every task and issue that arises. You can watch our video, Top 6 Ways a DIY Landlord May Lose Money. You can be far more profitable in real estate when you leave the heavy lifting to the professional property managers so that you can focus on growing your investments. Number 3, the last important consideration is that you run the risk of getting hooked on real estate, and that will lead to wanting to expand your investments and buying more property. Then, when you see the benefits, you will want to tell others, and you run the risk of boring your friends and family. Trust me, I've been there. Even with all of the risks associated with investing in rental properties, if it is done properly, there are far more pros than cons. The benefits of owning real estate can put your retirement plans on the fast track, and you really can experience relaxing at the beach, sipping on a drink. Just don't expect it to always be easy, or expect to achieve financial freedom right after closing on your first purchase. Contact us today to discuss your plans and get your real estate goals on the right track. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe. You can also find more helpful landlord tips by visiting our website at kasteelproperty.com. At Kasteel Property Management, we do more than just watch your rental property. We protect it, cultivate it, and help your investment grow.